Hi guys, so welcome to our new video on variables. Okay, let's start. Uh, the first question arises in our mind: what is variable? So variable is basically a memory block which can hold data or a value. So here we have a snippet of a code. In that we are storing a procode string into a name variable. Okay, here we are using val. Okay, we will see in the further slides what is val and why we used it. Okay, and here is a variable name. Name here I have written a name. You can write anything based on your input what you are storing. Suppose I am storing a name, so I have like I have mentioned the variable name as a name. You can also you can also give the variable name as a age if you are entering the person's age, or if you are entering any addresses you can give the name as a address, variable name as a address. But here I am using like type of the name, means type of the variable. Type of the variable means which type of value a variable can store. Here I am mentioning the string, so it can store only string value. Okay, it cannot store the number value or any other type of data. It only store string value. Any type, like any string which are having the double quotes are act as a string. Okay, so as I mentioned that the type of data will store like string type of data will store in the name variable. Now, and the keywords to define the variable. What are the keywords to define the variables? So like we have earlier used that val, and another keyword is where. So what is the difference between val and where? Let's see that. So val, if any variable defined by val keyword, that means it is a immutable, means it cannot be reassigned. Suppose in the previous slide we have seen that a name variable stores a procode. If you want to change the variable value from procode to any other name, we cannot do that because it is defined with the val keyword. Now comes to the where keyword. Where variable that are defined by a where keyword are mutable, means it can be assigned. So if I like declare any variable name with the where keyword, okay, so it can be reassigned. So we will see in the in the practical code, in the code editor, how it can be done. Okay, let's move to the next slide. uh, so const keyword, apart from the val keyword and where keyword, we also use const keyword, but const keyword used with the val keyword. Okay, so what is const keyword? So basically the const keyword with val, like we are using with val keyword, is to declare a variable that holds a constant value. Okay, so like it cannot be changed over the program, like you cannot reassign it. So the question comes to our mind that if val is already available for us, okay, so val is also not be reassigned in like in further program, so why we need a constant like const keyword for that? So val keyword basically like assign its value in the runtime. Okay, but when we declare any variable with the const keyword, it will declare compile time constant. Okay, and it only holds primitive and string type. Okay, so we will also learn about the primitive type in the further video. What is the primitive type and non-primitive type? Okay, when we will like cover the data types of the like Kotlin. And constant keyword, like basically we have to declare, if we want any variable as a constant, so we need to declare on the top level of the code. Okay, so we like it will declare first, after that we can use it into the code. Okay, let's go for another keyword, that is the lateinit keyword. Suppose if you want to declare any keyword but you not want to initialize it. Okay, so in that case we use lateinit where, latent, and it works with where keyword because where is a mutable, at that moment of time we are not declaring any value inside the name variable, but after sometime or in a future code, we will declare or we will initialize the value into the name variable. So in that case we use lateinit keyword for that. Okay, suppose if you are like we are fetching any data from the internet, at that time we cannot get the data immediately, it will take some time to fetch it. In that case we will declare the variable, and after that when data is fetched from the internet, we can initialize it into the name variable. Yeah. Okay, late init modifier is used with where variable, as I told you. Okay, and it cannot be nullable type, and it cannot be nullable. Okay, so let's go to our code editor and check. Okay, so we are on our editor. Now we will see how to like how to use the val, where and const keyword as well as init keyword. So first of all we have to make our entry point, that is fun main, that is function main. Okay, the program will run from here. Now I want a class that will calculate the area of a circle. Okay, so to create a class we need to add class keyword as well as with the following with the name of the class area. Okay, and the curly braces. Now we have two functions in that. First function is area of a circle, to calculate the area of a circle. So to calculate the area of a circle we have to create a function like area of a circle. Now it will take up one parameter. We will talk about it later about the parameter of the class in the future videos. You can follow up me, and you can understand only the variable part. After that I will when I will take the classes of the like function and the class, we will go through the in depth how to create it and how to use these functions and the classes. Okay, so as of now you can follow up along with me. Okay, so parameter will be radius of integer type. It should be integer type, and this function will return a type of double. We will see what is double and integer type in the future video. Okay, so here I am calculating the answer. Okay, so what we can do, we can create one variable where answer is equal to, as of now we are giving it 0.0. Okay, so answer is equal to uh, what is the area of a circle, so that is the pi r square. Okay, so pi is a constant value, so we can create a const variable, const val pi, that is 3.14. Okay, now we will use this pi in that. So here we are using the constant value. Okay, const variable we have created now uh, pi into radius, into radius. Actually r square means radius square, so here we are using like radius into radius. Okay, so it is created. Now return answer. Okay, here we are returning the answer. Now let's find out the area of a circle. Let's create a one variable like where radius is equal to 4. Suppose the radius is 4. Now we have to create one variable for a instance of a area. Okay, this is the class name as same as class name. Okay, so here we are creating the instance of area. Now area uh, area dot area of a circle. So here in the here it is showing that you need to send the radius as a parameter. So it's kind of argument. So when we are calling the function it is argument, and when we are creating the so it is asking for the argument. So we can say parameter. Here it should be radius. So radius, now we can run it here from here. Let's see. Yeah, it is giving the 50.24. So we can see that here we are using like where keyword after like we have initialized the 0.0, means initially answer have the 0.0 value, but when we have calculated the like area of a circle we have store into the answer. So here we are reinitializing the answer variable. But here we are using val. If we are initializing like radius is equal to 6, it shows error. It will say change to var. Okay, so we cannot reinitialize the val variable. Okay, one more thing is how we can use the lateinit var. Okay, lateinit var, to use the lateinit var, let's make a one function that will display our message. Okay, that is one display our message. Okay, and this will take a parameter message of string type. Now this will print simply a message. Okay, this will print a simply a message. So we can create a late init var message, okay, of string type. So here we are not initializing anything. Okay, here we are not initializing anything. So what we can do, message is equal to, here we can initialize. Now we are initializing it. So what we can say, area of a circle is, okay, here we can add the answer value. We'll see what will this dollar sign will do. Okay, and when we are taking the lecture of the string formatting and the interpolation part, then in that part we will see that how it is like we are embedding our answer like dynamic answer into the string. Okay, now we will call the display function and we will pass it message. So here we are using the lateinit. Okay, lateinit means it, here we are not initializing anything. After that when we are calculating our answer we are initializing the message into the message variable, and it I will like we are passing into the display function, and display function will return not return, it will print the message. Okay, let's run this. So here we are getting the area of a circle, and this is the same. So this function will also like returning the value as well as printing the value. So as per your choice, you can use this function, like you want to return or you want to print the value. Okay, so this is the basic example of the val, const, var, as well as lateinit var. Okay, thank you.